Moon-stricken, animal in need, bad seed, untamable.
Last video, I just did a second boss tutorial, first and second boss tutorial. So here I am at the third boss, and yep, this video is just going to be a tutorial on third boss. I also have a first and second and a fourth boss tutorial as well if you would like to check those out. I don't know if I'm going to be offering the solo Pacmen here yet. I haven't really decided, but I also have one other video about third boss about soloing Pacmans. I may just throw that in here as well, but anyways, on with it. Okay, let me catch a breath here. Alright, not sure exactly where to start. You know, I think I'm just gonna start no, okay, yeah, you know what, we're gonna start with diagnostics. Here's a chain. You can go ahead and chain up here, okay? Now here you're gonna get three things: pressure, electric, or fire. Okay, when you press this button and run diagnostics, there's also a platform on the bottom: a yellow power, electric, a red fire, and the blue pressure. Okay, so right now it's pressure, right? So I'm gonna hold this button. I would be holding it like this, and then when I'm doing that, communicating, and then someone's going to press the computer screen down here to, and then when you do that, this whole thing is going to be electrifying. So when he does press this button, okay, you have to quickly jump down from there. There's enough time. It's not a hurry. You do have to get down right away, or it will one-shot you, okay, on your way down. Now I'm gonna get more into those specific roles, but I was gonna be explaining things, so I didn't want to confuse you. So I'm not gonna be talking about the rest of that role. I'm just gonna explain a couple things to you about this fight, okay? And that's going to be, you know what? I might as well start. I'll do the pressure last, even though we just did that. I'll do the pressure last. So when it's electric, when it's yellow up there, and he's like, you know, you're gonna hear someone say, oh, it's yellow next, it's electric. He's pressing it, they pressed it, okay? There's like a bunch of these scattered throughout the map. They're like all over the place. Okay, there's some, see, there's another one. Here's one. Now these ones, they're gonna have electric sparks. You're gonna be able to visually see these ones. You'll be running around, and everyone's going to be looking for them. There's going to be three that are sparking. All you have to do is walk up to it and press X. Hey, I got one. And then say this one is sparking. Hey, I got one. And then someone else, let's say someone else has got one. There's also going to be an indicator on the screen of the color you're at. Since we're on yellow sparks right now, the screen is going to say, you know, it will tell you how many more you need. You might say something like, oh, we need one more, we're just looking for one more. And then once you do have them all, you're going to press the button here that will let you, and that is going to release the boss right behind you. So yeah, lots of people drop decoys and whatnot here, some foam. Yep, but just hit this button and kind of roll out of the way quickly. Okay, then they're going to focus fire the boss, take 2 bars off, and she's going to run back into the door. And it's going to be like this for each platform. Next, I'm going to talk about the fire panels. Now, when it's red, okay, if people have hazard protection, when it's time for him to press the button, he can be holding it prematurely. You know, let me chain up. I just don't want there to be any confusion. So, when this person is chaining up and he's waiting for the next thing to pop up, obviously now it says pressure, but let's say we just did pressure or just did electric, which either one. When it's fire, this hole up top gets set on fire. Okay, so usually a tank or hazard build or both is usually running this position. If you do have that, a tank hazard build, you can be prematurely holding this, and when it's fire, that fire won't interrupt you. And you can continue holding this, and if that is done, you can already have someone on this fire button and you can skip fire fire would be immediately over. You wouldn't have to go look for the sparks, for instance. Now, just in case you don't have those positions, the way that you normally do it is, let's say it's fire, let's say he hit it, and let's say you guys didn't skip fire. These red valves right here, there's only 4 on the map, and 2 of them are right here at the fire station, right? So there's only 2 more, and they're gonna, oh, there's 1. So there's like 3 red valves basically right here at the fire station, right? So the other one's just gonna be like right over there, I think it is. Okay. Should I show this valve for the video? I feel like I should show this valve just for the video. There's the last red valve, the 4th valve. Okay. But 3 of them are right here. So remember, when it's the yellow, you can actually see the sparks. This thing will be sparking and you'll see it. And yeah, you'll see the sparks. When it's red, when it's fire, if you're not skipping fire, you actually have to walk up to this knob and hold it and wait to see if fire spits out. Okay? If fire doesn't spit out, this isn't the right knob. You're only looking for the fire valve that spits out fire. Okay? So once somebody has that, I'm pretty sure that they have to hold it. They have to hold the one that's spitting it out, and they have to run and press X on this. Someone else has to run and press X on this. I think you might be able to let go of it and be the one that hits it. But just to be safe here, I'm going to say hold it, and then someone else would have to press the button. Okay. That's going to be fire. I know I did pressure first, but I didn't mention where the pressure was. So, again, let's say that the first one's always a freebie, by the way. You're never going to have to do the first one. But let's say that this phase is pressure, blue pressure. I hit this, he hits the blue button. Anyways, the pressure valves are right here on 2nd floor. Okay, and he needs to hit 3 of these. Okay, and they're going to be steaming. The steam does go on and off, like it steams for a couple seconds and stops steaming. So you're looking for 3 steaming, but this one might not be steaming when you look at it, but you might turn your back and it might be steaming. So just be aware that the steam does turn off, and you're just going to press X on, let's say, 3 of these, and then the boss is going to come out and you need to hit the blue button at the blue platform. Yep, so each phase you just have someone hitting the button once it's complete, and it releases the boss, and you're focus firing the boss. Once you take the 2 bars off of him, I believe it is, he'll go back into the room for each phase. Yep, you only have to do that 3 times. Now, depending on what the order is, there could be an extra phase of fire on the top. Okay, if you're skipping fire, be ready for it, and you should have a guy already at your button to skip fire. If not, relocate the red valves and continue. Okay, once that all 4 phases of the colors are done, if it's 3 or 4. Okay, at this point, oh, did I chain up? I did chain up. Alright, you need to chain up, but I'm going to point one thing out first here. So there are 3 lava pits throughout this map. Okay, and here it is. This is a lava pit. These are referred to as Pacmans. I've heard them called gears. I've heard them called cogs. I've heard them... Those are the most 3 common names. Cogs, Pacmans, and gears. Okay, anyways. This Pacman mouth has to be lined up inside of that. This Pacman mouth has to be lined up inside of that. Okay, and then there's 3 of these. The next one's going to be right there. You can already start to see the trench. And they're just on the insides of these. Okay. So, there's 2 methods to doing this. Well, here are the methods. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to chain up and show you this roll up here. I mean, it's basically the same job, so... Alright. So, in order to spin the Pacmans, you have to, I can't do it now. It doesn't allow you to do it right now, but normally it will ask me to press X right here. So, you would be able to press X right here and You can either hold this and it will keep spinning, or you can press it and move it one at a time. Okay, now if you can do these by audio solo, and you can solo these all and you'll hear a click. I have a video about that on my channel, you can check that out. But assuming it's just a normal 2-player method, okay, you're gonna have a player down there normally, and he's going to tell you when to stop. So you're gonna be spinning this, he's gonna tell you stop ahead of time, and you can stop. He might say one more, you might have to press it one more time, boom, done. He's gonna say keep going, stop. You're gonna put all 6 of these in order. Okay? Alright? Now, at the end of this video, you know what I'm gonna do? At the very end of this video, I am going to, after I explain every position at the end of the video, I'm going to explain how to do these by audio only. I think that's how I'm gonna do this. Okay, on with the strat. So, once all these are put in order, then, let me see, where am I at? Now, I want to show you from this one. I usually always release the boss from here. I've actually seen a lot of groups who do this, so the boss usually comes out of this red door, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's how they have you do it. Anyways, these are going to be in place. You're going to see a little light right there showing you that they're in place on each of the 6 Cogs or Pacmans. Okay, now at this point, once they're all in place, these are your options, okay? The boss can come out 3 times. Once you shoot these, you're gonna release the boss, okay? When you release the boss, one player is to run around and shoot the other eyes out. Now, if you shoot these other eyes out before they take the 3 bars off of the boss and send her back in the door, then she only comes out once, which is gonna save you a lot. Now, if you don't do these, or for some reason you were only doing lavas one at a time, or you were only doing Pac-Mans one at a time, let's say they just sent her back in, she just came out of red door, they just shot those, you guys just sent her back in. If these aren't popped, you're gonna have to pop these ones now, and this time she's like gonna come out of yellow door, or wherever she comes, she actually comes out of right here, I think it is, or wherever. So yeah, you're gonna have to do it again. So just make sure that you're only letting her out once. They're gonna let her out of that one, and then the designated person, that whoever's job that is, you know, you're gonna have to assign that role, is going to be shooting them out of the other ones. So that's about it there. So now, once this is done, okay, you will also see the lava here. This lava gate's going to be open, and at this point, these have to be killed. There's 3 lava pits in each of the Pac-Mans. These have to be killed. Everyone's DPSing them, shooting them, etc. Boom. Okay. When that's done, the lava's going to come out this way. This also relieves pressure, so if that pressure bar is filling, which I forgot to mention, yeah, this whole time that pressure bar at the top is just filling. And each of these jobs that I'm basically telling you how to do is making the pressure go lower and lower, so you're like racing against the pressure. Oh goodness, I forgot to mention that. But I mean, it's not really important, but you do need to keep that pressure down. It's very important. Anyways, the lava here, okay, yep, you gotta shoot the lava on all 3 of these. Now, once the lava is shot down on all 3 of these, which does help relieve the pressure, and then the last one that's over there for the 3rd Pac-Man. At that point, that is going to make your black screen up top, your black computer screen TV up top, this one, the black one, it's going to make letters appear, okay? And it's going to be A through D the first time. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. Yep. So, now, the ones in the middle are all good. The blue ones in the middle are all good. You don't have to call them out. But let's say that Alpha here, let's say that Alpha is red and it's all the way up to the top, okay? At this point, I would just say Alpha down, okay? And let's say Charlie also needs to go down. I would say Charlie down, okay? Let's say Bravo was very low. Needs to be in the middle. I would just say Bravo up. And it's going to take you through the whole alphabet like that, or all the way up to P, I think it is. So yeah, you might see something that's like echo. Let's say echo needs to go down. You'll just say echo down, and you gotta wait for it to go down. Now, as far as how it goes down, that's going to be these valves right here. And see, there's a letter for each of them. Okay? So, let's say echo needs to go down, right? This is just a righty-tighty, lefty-loosey system. And there's also a plus and negative here. Okay? So, here's an example of spinning it. Alright? And that way is going to be adding righty-tighty, and plus that was the positive. Right? So there you go. Now let's say, what's this letter? Let's say delta. Let's say he says delta down, delta down. That point is going to be going like that. And of course that was the negative side too. Pretty simple, I think. And then, yep, if you're the person doing this job, you're just going to hear it. You're going to hear him say, Fox down, as well. You're going to be starting at A, of course, every time. You're going to want to start at A. Let's say he says A is good. Let's say Bravo down. I think that's about it here, though. Let's say he says Charlie up. I actually think you can shoot this down. Yep, that would be up. Oh, you know, that is another good tip as well. Instead, like, let me give you a quick example here. So let's say that delta needs to go, let me say it like this. So let's say delta needs to go up or down, right? And I'm not going to say which way it is. You don't have to be on either side. Like, you don't have to do this to go positive. You don't want to be on a certain side you want to be able to sweep through. So the way that you can sweep through is just by, let's say it's delta. You can just shoot the bottom of this over here for positive. See how that's still turning to the right? And if it's just needs to be turned the other way, you can just go like this. And that's how you can just sweep through these and just go in a line. Echo, and these are all going to be in order. You know what I'm saying? So that's about it from there. Now once that happens, actually the boss is already going to be out. You could rocket her. She's going to go on these turrets. You're going to see a weak point here. Looks like explosives. Everyone's going to be DPS in that. Okay, now there's going to be 2 rocket guys that are coming out at this point too. You can actually pick up a rocket and shoot it at that, and boom. A lot of people go to second floor for the boss fight. So after the lavas are actually, you know, popped, after a while there's going to be people who are like slowly starting to chain up as alphabets get completed. You do need someone guarding like your alphabet guy, and they're going to go to second floor with a healer. Now there is like another method. There's like people on the floor sometimes. The way I'm going to be explaining this is with people going to second floor. It's a second floor method. I have seen other methods, but regardless of where you go, I'm more or less just teaching you the mechanics. Like, I've seen people like hide under here before, whatever it is. Yeah, this is going to be about mechanics. You can run like whichever strat you want to run. But yeah, anyways, we have people going to the second floor, and basically up here you're just going to be DPSing the boss off of the turrets. Oh, where's the turret? Oh, here's the turret. So you're going to see the boss up here, and you're just going to be shooting the weak point, and eventually she's going to come off of it. Let me see what skills I got. Do I got a decoy? Yeah, yep. So next, now, I think that the best way to do this, okay, is to have, I usually don't go without 5 people running a decoy, and then all I'll do is I'll simply say, I'm throwing my decoy first. Okay, I throw my decoy first, and I have another player throw their decoy about every 5 seconds. I usually have someone shooting a chem launcher at the decoy to keep it healthy, or whatever it may be, but I mean, whichever way you want to run it's fine. this is more about mechanics. So, yep, once the boss is out, we're keeping her stand perfectly still, just rotating decoys on top of her right there, okay? And everybody at this point is in the healer's heels on second floor, okay? And we're just rotating decoys. She's standing perfectly still, and everyone's just DPSing her from second floor. There's a weak point on her. It's like her shoulder, her backpack, or something like that. I don't even know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's like her shoulder, her backpack. If everyone's second floor safe, I rarely see it even like need to be aimed at. It's almost like it just gets hit. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's her shoulder or backpack, something like that. Don't kick me. Please don't kick me from raid groups because I don't know where the weak point's at. Yep, shoulder or backpack though, and you're just gonna DPS her. When you kill her, she's gonna drop a key. Once you kill her, it is not over. A clock's gonna pop up. It's gonna say like 20 or 30 seconds. At that point, I jumped down. At that point, someone needs to grab the key. Okay, they need to grab the key off the ground and they need to chain up. And there's somewhere where you can put the key up top that I'm about to be going to show you. Now at this same time, there's 3 platforms, the red, blue, and the yellow. At this point, we have a rule, it's called 2 per platform, 2 per color, okay? And everyone needs to press the button on their platform when the key gets put in. So if someone isn't here, you wipe, it's over with. You gotta redo it, even if you killed her, etc. So when that key goes down, okay, first of all, you already need to have someone designated to getting the key, maybe a backup guy in case he dies. Same thing with the platforms. There's going to be a lot of talking, but when that key goes down, you should be making sure that you hear 3 colors called out. Someone should say, I'm going to red. Someone should say, I'm going to blue. At that point, if you didn't hear someone say yellow, you need to say, who's got yellow? Please call out your color, okay? And just make sure that you have a player per color. In fact, you want 2 players per color because there's still ads everywhere. There's heavies, ads, all types of stuff. Which, is a reminder, once you're safely in the area, continue to shoot ads. Kill ads, if you're by your point and whatnot. Anyways, for the guy who grabs the key off of the body, okay, you're going to want to chain up, and it's very important too. I mean, sometimes if you're struggling, that everyone knows where to put the key, because if that player dies and they don't know where to put the key, you would not believe how many times I've seen someone put the key in there. This is for alphabets, that's not where you put the key, and in the game you can still press X on it too, so people will get confused. That is not where you put the key. Same thing with diagnosis. Even before, I can still run Dio right now. He might think that that's where you put it. That's not where you put it. This right here, this emergency shutdown, this is where you put the key. So sometimes it's good to, oops. Yep, so once you put the key in here, just say, hey, I put the key in, and then everyone's gonna press their button. If you're really fast on the key, if you get there and get the key in really fast, you can even maybe jump down and maybe still have a chance to hit a panel yourself. Let's say no one was at red. Let's say you're about to wipe. If you're really fast on key, getting the key up there, getting the key in there, you may be able to even go hit one of these yourself as well. If this is all done quickly, let's say you're on red and you see someone go down last second. Let's say you hit this, you may still have time to run over here. So that's a good reason why you would want to be quick. I think that's going to be just about it. Yep, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Really quickly, I'm going to go over some steps how to solo the Pacmen by ear. If you want to stick around for that, it's up to you. And yeah, let's see. So really quickly, I do have another video of this posted on YouTube as well. I'm just gonna make this shorter and easier, I think. It's really simple. Okay, so when this locks into place, you're gonna hear a sound. Okay, it's a very distinctive sound. It's pretty loud. It's like a big clank. It's a heavy metal being dropped into position. Okay, now there's 2 ways to turn this. You can hold it or you can press it. If you hold it, you will never hear the sound clank into place. If you press it, that's the only way to hear the sound clank into place, is if you move it one at a time. Okay, so when you're first learning this, the best way to do it is probably just going to be to turn it one at a time. Turn it one at a time until you hear that loud sound lock into place. It's as simple as that. End of the tutorial for the soloing Cogs. That's basically it. Turn it one at a time so you hear it lock into place. If you haven't had someone down there helping you before, you kind of already know what that sound is. Now, just for an advanced tip, since I've done this a lot, okay, I know that it's not one of the first few clicks, so I actually don't turn it one at a time. I actually hold it and I give it a big spin, okay? One full charge. You're gonna see a charge bar when you do hold it. So what I do is I give it one full charge, and then I turn it one at a time, and it's one of the few clicks after. Yep, like and subscribe, and yeah, get at me. I play all the time. Follow me on Twitch if you are seeing this video on YouTube. I don't even know how to even tell you how to follow me on Twitch. That's going to be Apians. It's APEIANS. You can search me on Twitch, check me out. If you're seeing this on Twitch, I'm about to upload this video to YouTube, and that's going to be iApe Gaming with no spaces. That's IAPEGAMING. And I probably shouldn't have said that in the video because I'm thinking about changing my names to the same thing, so that way you won't have to search me by different names on each platform. But yeah, it is what it is. Like, subscribe, follow, and I'm gonna be bringing more content to you. Thank you.